Good morning, big ups. Was just listening to Football's 12th Man, big up Dan Potts, and they were discussing the squad of Arsenal and getting this other defender in there, this Hincape, or however you pronounce his name. And I was just rounding off the numbers there, and I'm thinking, like, how many defenders do they actually have now across their whole back line? So I started counting. So they got Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, Hincape, Mosquera. Who else? Lewis Skelly. Did I count him already? Anyways, there's about 8 or 9 defenders that they have. A lot of defenders. The midfield is decent. The forward line is decent. But again, no striker if Gyökeres was to get injured due to Havertz being out. Again, Havertz not the striker, but that's the player that they play in that position. Or they have been at least. Left wing hasn't been solved now with Eze coming through. Madueke as well. Obviously the game at Anfield with no Saka, no Odegaard as well perhaps. So who plays in the middle is Awanieri. They got cover in those sort of positions now. Their backline is stacked. Let's not get it twisted. Arsenal's backline is arguably, if not factually, the strongest in the league. That's not saying Liverpool's is any bad, but when you're comparing the two right now, Arsenal not having conceded any goals, Liverpool having shipped 4 goals, there's a problem there. However, you could say it's down to complacency, the opposition that we've played against, the tenacity, how they've been faring. Could be a myriad of things. But if you're looking at the Liverpool squad right now, with the players that they have and don't have, we 100% need to bring in at least another defender. Now, we signed Giovanni Leoni. He's 18 years old. Am I expecting Slot to put in an 18-year-old to play alongside 33, 34-year-old Van Dijk? No. Am I expecting Slot to put in an 18-year-old to play alongside an Ibrahima Konate who's been suspect over the last couple of games, especially in Newcastle? Very lackadaisy, had a few errors, gave the ball away a couple of times, committed some fouls, could have been sent off for second yellows, even though some may disagree. He has been a little bit shaky. Is this a symptom of Konate moving into his last year and thinking, you know what, I'm just going to play out my last year because we don't have anybody else and I'm just going to do whatever I'm going to do, and tough titties if that's the case? Well, shit, man, you can't be doing that. We're trying to go and win another title, go back-to-back for the first time since the 80s, and this guy's doing muckabouts in the middle of the pitch, losing the ball, being out of position, etc., etc. Fouling players, doing a madness. That's not to say nobody else does, but Konate does seem to have been maybe the one who's committing a lot of the shady business in the defence over the last couple of games. Now, with this whole talk of Isak as well potentially still on his way, at this point I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be a case where he's going to end up staying at Newcastle, whether he plays or not, completely up to him and them. He's adamant he's no longer playing for Newcastle, so that's all that they can say on that front. And look, if you're asking me now, do I want a defender or an attacker? I'm asking for a defender. We have left backs, we have right backs, one of them who is injured. Bradley, maybe he'll be fit enough to start against Arsenal, unless Slot decides to put Szoboszlai back in at right back, because he was mad. Szoboszlai was mad at right back against Newcastle, putting in tackles, challenges all over the place, and then the man slotted back into the middle of the pitch when Bradley came on. Maybe that's an option. Left back, you got Kirkes and Robertson. Robertson hasn't been the best Robertson over the last couple of years, but Milos Kirkes hasn't had the best start to his Liverpool career as well. Arguably did better in this game than the last game against Bournemouth, but even then he's got to be a little bit stronger to challenge for headers, even though he's not that tall. Maybe headers are not his forte. Nonetheless, you can't be mucking about in the defence playing for Liverpool. Bournemouth, maybe they give you a grace period. Liverpool, not so much. So defensively, Liverpool are not looking that great at the moment. We still sit in the equal top position, 6 points. 6 goals scored? Was it 4 goals conceded or something like that? Whatever it is. So, I mean, it could be worse. We could have no points, or we could have less points. But I'll take the wins any day of the week so far. Give me the scumbag wins. Go 5 games in, get your results, and then take it from there. If Arsenal come to Anfield on Sunday and they absolutely stink out the place, and we are unable to play our football, and they're just like, you know what, we're not going to try and attack, we're just going to defend, try and play counter-attack. Nothing happens, it finishes 0-0. What's a good performance without getting the 3 points? Which is why I say performances matter, yes, but 3 points matter more. Give me the 3 points, that's what I'm looking at. But to round it back off, the defensive side of Liverpool at the moment, not great, but not the worst. However, it does seem like there's a disaster waiting to happen in that defensive line. And it's not conceding goals. You'll concede goals. Arsenal will concede goals. There's no way they're going to go through a season, without shipping a few goals. Even us, we had the least goals conceded up until December, whatever it was, and then it just fell to bits after that. So these things do happen. So Arsenal will concede chances. They will concede goals. It's who can stop the opposition scoring more goals and who can score more goals. That's going to be the question mark here. So Liverpool's defense, another defender. Again, why buy an 18-year-old for 30 odd million if you're not going to play him? If then you're just going to go for Guehi, who's 40 million, and then maybe go and get an Isak as well to play as striker and have Ekitike as backup or out on the left or wherever they may play him, because 2 goals from 2 games, or 3 from 3 if you count the Community Shield, with an assist to add as well. Not a bad one, not a bad return so far. But again, if Ekitike picks up a knock and he's out for a couple of games, what do? We get back to square one. No Jota, rest in peace. Diaz is gone. No false line from Diaz. No Darwin Nunez. So we need another striker and defender. But I think a defender is needed more in this point in time at least. And I would just like FSG, Arne Slot, Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes to say, okay, you know what, let's go and get that defender. Let's shore up this defensive line because we're going to need it. I don't know how we're going to survive from now until January and then to go back into the market and then get a defender if we need to. It'll be brave of Arne Slot. Like you said last season, I trust my team. The team is good. We'll assess blah, blah, blah. It doesn't take a rocket scientist and a football analyst of many a year to assess that Liverpool do need more defensive cover. Leoni good. Haven't seen him play yet. Maybe the Carabao Cup games, potentially. Need more stability in that back line.